So hi there and welcome back to my channel. Today we have a very different view of my not so tidy room. Planned on tidying more, but I spent the last 2 hours looking for a tripod that no longer exists in my house. So, today we are not doing a review, but a book lover survival tag video. I watched one earlier today and I thought it was a super fun idea. So here we are in front of one of my shelves. There's another shelf over here that looks pretty much the exact same as this one. One there, and there. So there's just a lot of books. And there's some antiques behind you too. This is just out of control. Maybe one day we'll do a room tour where you can see all of the books and shelves. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick my 5 to 8 books off of my shelf. I'm going to let you watch me do that, because it'll be hilarious. I'm short, I can't reach the top of my shelf. So hopefully I don't need anything off the top shelf. And then after I'm done that, you know, we'll talk it out. Talk why I'm bringing these books with me. And it will be very different from any other video that you watch because of the first book. So here we go. That is my 8 books that I would bring with me to a desert island where it's just me and my books. The first one that I chose was a collection of Kant's philosophical works that include the groundworks of metaphysics and morals and the metaphysics of morals. He was a hugely influential person in my life and my favorite philosopher. So I thought that this would be good for when morale is low and I just need an old friend to talk to. The second book I selected was The Hobbit by J.R.R. Tolkien. This was the first fantasy novel I read, the first book that I really loved. My dad said I should read it one day when we were in the library together when I was 9 or 10. And ever since then I loved it. I read it 5 times. It's a book that never gets boring for me. This is my travel and reading copy, though I do have a fancier copy from, I think it's the 50s, that has colored plates in it. So, The Hobbit. Next, I chose Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. Again, another favorite of mine. I've read it several times. I think it'd be good for when you're feeling lonely. Could really relate to the monster, and I thought this would be fun to bring with me. I think next I showed you Circus by Carrie Battershill. This is one of my favorite collections of short stories. For a while I had a circus theme going on in my life. I read a lot of books that had circus in the name or circuses in them. This one is a collection of short stories about love, and I thought that this would be really nice to bring. It was kind of between this one and Any Human Heart. But I thought where it's just short stories, it would be nice to have something that you can pick up and put down easily. Next, I think I showed you this lovely edition of The Voyage of the Beagle by Charles Darwin. In the deluxe edition. I got this at a secondhand shop, and I have never read it. But I thought that, seeing as I don't own a copy of Robinson Crusoe, this one would be a good one to bring along, as I'm sure Darwin got up to many adventures and whatnot during his voyage as the ship's gentleman companion. Next, I chose The Name of the Rose, which is another book I haven't read yet. my friend tells me that I will love it, and it is more philosophical, so I thought it'd be something fun to bring with me to a deserted island. Because as much as I love many of the books that I own, I also feel like you're going to need some new things that you haven't read before while you're there, and this one seemed like a good one to bring. Next I chose The Sweet Fire Thing by Libba Bray. It is the third book in the Gemma Doyle trilogy. It's the saddest book in the Gemma Doyle trilogy, but also one of my favorites. It's also really long. So, I mean, I remember what happened in the first 3 books. That's not going to be an issue, so why not bring the third? I used the same logic for choosing the book that has to be on this list. One Harry Potter novel. I don't think anyone, 30 and under will go to an island without saying that they're going to bring a Harry Potter book. I chose Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. It's one of my favorite books in the series. I really enjoyed it when I read it. It's my favorite movie. And I've been meaning to reread the series again, but I always stop after book 3 because there's other things that I want to read. So it'd be nice to be able to spend